Hi, tonight's video is two examples of narcissistic Hoover and narcissistic Discard. The first Hoover was an ex-girlfriend. She was sleeping in a car homeless. And basically what it is they're only going to Hoover when they need you. When they don't need you, they're going to discard you because they have other narcissistic supply. So for example, it was like I believe it was last winter or the winter before that. She was homeless in her vehicle. And so this would be an example of a narcissist needing me, right? She needed me. She had no place to sleep. She had just broken up with a boyfriend who she's on and off with. Just had broken up with a boyfriend and she was sleeping in her car and she hit me up knowing that I love her. I'm kind of like an ex-boyfriend to her. I knowing that I loved her. She never wanted to call me her boyfriend because she had like 15 boyfriends. But she said she just wanted to be my friend. So that's when I got hoovered, guys. I hadn't seen her for literally, I hadn't seen her for 2 years. I had done absolutely nothing wrong. Me and my brother offered to cook her supper one night. And then she leaves to go smoke crack with some fucking loser that she was dating at the time. She had a crack problem at the time. So me and my brother, we meant nothing to her, in relation to the drugs. The drugs are always going to win. But that's why I got hoovered, guys, is because she was sleeping in her car and the narcissist needed me. Do you see that's when you're going to get the hoover, guys? If you're wondering when you're going to get the hoover, it's when the narcissist needs you. She's done this quite a bit to me, over the years. She's discarded me at least twice. I've been discarded by the same female narcissist twice that I was madly in love with. Another time she had broken up with a boyfriend, might even have been the same boyfriend. And she hits me up with, you want to Netflix and chill after ghosting me for 2 years, guys. She ghosted me for 2 years. And then, what's that about? That's about the narcissistic validation. Maybe she got in a big fight with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend might have called her a fucking worthless slut or something. And so she needs that validation from her other narc supply boyfriends, me being one of those narc supply boyfriends, right? So she wants to have smoke blown up her ass that she's still a good girl, that she's still lovable, that people can still love her. So I became part of her narc supply. So when the boyfriend broke up with her, she needed someone to give her that affirmation that she's still a good person, that she's still a good girl. She wants that attention. So what does she do? She goes to the ham garage and she starts hoovering one of her other boyfriends. That would be an example of 2 times when she needed me. Once sleeping in the car, and then once after a breakup, she was looking for a guy to blow smoke up her ass, right? So that's an example of narcissistic hoover and discard. The discard with this particular woman, she had hoovered me when she was homeless in her vehicle. Started liking my Facebook posts, which she never does. And then, she wanted to stay with me for a while. She stayed with me for 3 weeks until my fucking cunt landlord wanted to kick her little dogs out. Here's a girl that has service animals because she needs her service animals, right? She has a lot of anxiety going on. She may or may not be bipolar or PTSD or, borderline or narcissistic. I definitely think she qualifies as being borderline and narcissistic. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just going on what I've studied in my own mental health. Is I see a lot of borderline behaviors from this woman because she does love-hate cycles with me, where one minute she loves me, the next minute she hates me. It's definitely goes between valuing and devaluing, right? So after the landlord had given me my final warning, I had to ask her dogs to go. And so immediately, she's going to discard me. She's not getting what she wants. She wanted to stay at my house with her dogs. And as soon as she wasn't getting what she wanted, she's going to jump ship, right? She's going to jump ship to the other narcissistic supply. That's why she was so cold to me this recent time. It's been almost 2 years since I seen her. Uh, next April will be 2 years that I've seen her, and all I did was ask her dogs to move out because my landlord was threatening eviction. Do you see how some of these narcissists will take any reason to fuck you over? Um, they'll take any reason to sever the relationship, because the reality is they don't really value relationships unless it's serving them. Um, so that's when you're going to get discarded, guys, is when you're no longer useful to the narcissist. You're only going to get hoovered when they need you, when they need someone to take advantage of, when they need a place to stay, when they need a job, when they need money, when they need ride. That's the only time you're going to hear from the narcissist. And you're going to get discarded as soon as they're not getting their needs met from you. They're going to go to another source of narc supply to get needs met. Like when she left my house after I kicked her dogs out, she went and stayed with a female. That would be an example of narc supply. That's why she was so fucking cold-hearted to me, because she had another place to go. She had another woman to stay with, another couch to stay on. And that's why she's been a fucking evil cunt to me for the last fucking 2 years, guys. It's been almost 2 years since I've seen her, simply for asking her dogs to go. The second example I'm going to give you is one of the girls I graduated high school with. She's definitely a narcissist. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just going on what I see. But, you know, when did she hoover me? She hoovered me a couple times, guys. But the first time she hoovered me was we had started like dating a little bit. She was dating 2 other guys, so of course it didn't work out at the time, and so I didn't see her for like 2 or 3 months because she was already fucking 2 other guys, right? So that's why she didn't need me. She had 2 other sources of narc supply, right? She was fucking 2 other guys. That's why she wasn't fucking me, because she had that other narc supply, right? But when did she hoover me? After ghosting me for 2 months, 2 to 3 months. So we started dating for a couple weeks. Once I found out she's dating these other guys, you know, we ended up stopping doing what we were doing. And then she ghosted me for like 3 months, guys, like 60 to 90 days. She ghosted me. And then she ended up crashing her car on the way to visit one of these fucking losers' house. Like, she was dating a bunch of fucking losers, alcoholic losers. And, she just basically just ghosted me several times, you know, to go be with these fucking idiots. And so when did she actually hoover me? When did this chick hoover me? She actually crashed her car driving drunk to one of these fucking complete losers' houses. Crashed her car, and that's why she hoovered me, guys. She hit me up. Hey, Steve, do you think you could drive me around all over town? Hey, Steve, let's hang out, you know. And then the love bomb comes, right? The love bomb. Oh, let's get together. Let's visit. Let's have fun together. Let's sing together. Let's spend time together. That's the borderline narcissistic hoover, right? So that's an example of when she was hoovering me. She only hoovered me when she needed me, when she needed rides around town. She knew I had a car. She knew I cared about her. So, you know, as soon as she wasn't getting her needs met, that's when I got the hoover. So if you're wondering, like, why you haven't got a hoover from someone or whatnot, it's because they have those other sources of narc supply. They have those other sources of supply. That's why they don't need your supply, right? You know, like when she left my house, she went and stayed with the other female. That's a perfect example. You know, basically that was providing her that place to stay, so she no longer needed me. So what did she do? She just ghosted me. She didn't stay in contact with me after I, out of the kindness of my heart, I'm talking about the first girl here, out of the kindness of my heart, let her come stay at my apartment for 3 weeks. I actually drove to jail, bailed her out of jail, twice in the middle of the night with my brother, drove hours in the night to bail her out. How does this fucking cunt repay me? She moves right out of my house after the 3 weeks to go live at a homeless shelter so she could get a voucher for an apartment. These narcissistic borderline girls are literally their own fucking worst enemy. They sabotage relationships. They sabotage their own life. They sabotage their future. They burn bridges. Like, you really think I'm going to take this girl back now that she's shown me how much of a fucking evil cunt she is? I mean, I did nothing the entire time I was, you know, around this person. I was nothing but loving to her, sweet to her, caring to her. I never once laid a finger on her, never once was domestically violent to her, never once scared her, never once made her upset. And how does she repay me? She fucking just ghosts me. Why she ghosts me? Because she has other narcissistic supply right now. Even as we speak, even as you're watching this video, she has other men in her life. We can talk about both of the girls for now. They have other men in their life that are providing for their needs. Other women in their life that are providing for their needs. That's why they're not hitting me up right now, because they have other sources of narc supply. So you're only going to get the Hoover when they need you, and you're only going to get discarded when they're not getting what they want. So as soon as things go south, you're going to get the discard, you're going to get the silent treatment, and you're going to get the triangulation with their old past boyfriends. Until next time, thanks for tuning in this video. Keep your chin up. Don't kill yourself. Use your coping skills, and join the fight with me to keep living and keep being there with our families. Narcissistic abuse is real, and it's super damaging. I'm actually a living case of someone that actually almost killed themselves over the first girl. Almost killed myself at work. Had a plan to stab myself to death. What is this? What is this about? It's about narcissistic abuse, guys. I was being narcissistically abused. I was severely in love with this girl. Would have bent over backwards for this fucking girl, right? And how does she repay me? She like moves out on Christmas Eve and like just ghosts me on Christmas Eve. That's why I was suicidal, guys. But suicide is a permanent solution to temporary problems. If you're feeling suicidal, please dial 988, the suicidal helpline. I don't want any of my subscribers to take their life. I want them to join me in the fight against suicide, because I deal with suicidal thoughts a lot, guys. Almost on a daily basis, I think about killing myself. So I'm a living fighter. I'm a suicide fighter, right? I'm a suicide person, a suicide prevention. I want to prevent my own suicide, and I want to prevent your suicide through knowledge and through stopping the abuse, stop the relationship, stop the friendships. If it's a narcissistic friendship, a narcissistic relationship, you've got to end the relationship, because it can literally take your life. You could end up hurting yourself, killing yourself, going on a high-speed chase. Back in 2016, I was involved in a high-speed chase. I was actually the driver of a high-speed chase, mostly caused by my poor mental health as a result of being discarded by the first girl. She constantly left me suicidal. You really think I would have gone on a high-speed chase if I wasn't in a really suicidal mindset of not giving a fuck? That's what these women can do to you when they discard you, guys. They can make you suicidal, very extremely angry. Please do not lash out at your girlfriends. It's not okay to hurt people. If you really think you're going to hurt someone, please check yourself into the hospital before you do that. Take threats seriously. I knew someone that said they were going to kill someone some night, and they actually went out and did it. So if you feel like hurting someone, please take yourself to the hospital. It's not okay to hurt anybody. It's not okay to hurt yourself. You are valuable. You are a valuable person. You know, what the narcissist has done to you is just all fake. You know, the way they made you feel, it's all fake, because in all actuality, I'm willing to bet that you're a very awesome person, a very awesome woman, a very awesome man, right? And part of the narcissism is to devalue you. They go through the devaluement period at the end of the relationship, where when they first come into your life, they're going to be super valuing of you. You're going to be like, wow, this is my Prince Charming. This is fucking amazing. They're literally going to act like they love you more than anything in the world. And then as the narcissistic relationship plays out, once they have you anchored in their life, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, you know, a living situation, a roommate situation, once they know they have you down, that's when they start devaluing you guys. They'll just start pouring on the devaluement once they know they have you nailed down. So to protect yourself, in order to not hurt yourself or harm anyone else, I recommend to not accept these narcissistic individuals back into your life, because it can literally make you suicidal, homicidal. It can make you upset. It can make you want to hurt yourself. I don't want any of my subscribers to hurt themselves or anyone else. Please call the suicidal helpline or check yourself into the hospital if you feel like you're going to hurt someone. Join me in the fight against suicide. Because being discarded is incredibly emotionally damaging. I mean, I've spent days hurting because of this girl just ghosting me. I mean, days on days of just hurt, just pain, just soul-crushing pain from being discarded by someone that I genuinely loved. It is actually emotional abuse, guys. It's emotional abuse, and it's real. The abuse is real, and it has real consequences. If you like these type of mental health videos, you can subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can check out my brand name on Amazon. You can type in Faith Rising into the search bar and check out some of the merch I have available on Amazon. It's FAITHRIZING, Faith Rising with a Z. You can check out all my shirts. I'm a merch by Amazon designer, so that will be kind of my plug at the end of this video, right? For my shirts, for my t-shirts. That's FAITHRIZING. And you can filter it for new releases and see a lot of the women's shirts, men's shirts that I've designed that will help keep this channel going. You know, any money I get helps keep my life going, helps keep this channel going, can help with suicide prevention, can help with narcissistic prevention. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless you. Please keep your chin up and keep hope alive.